I know you're getting married, and of course, as a bride, you have tons of questions for everything. But in this video, I will be addressing and telling you what questions you should ask to your bridal makeup artist, which will give you real clarity about that artist and what kind of experience you will be having on your wedding day, and you will not get surprises which are definitely not wanted on your wedding day and which you will not like to have actually. And before moving ahead, I would also like to tell you that I have created part 1 of this video where I have addressed what are the things you should take as a priority while selecting a makeup artist, and in this video I'll be talking about what questions you need to ask that artist to give you further clarity before finalizing the artist for yourself. So if you really are interested in this, then keep watching the video. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanya Surana and I like to call myself a connector of possibilities. I'm also a professional makeup artist and educator and a bridal specialist, makeup specialist and a bridal coach. So in this video, I will be talking about all the questions you should ask a makeup artist before finalizing, and don't just go gaga over their work or the kind of social media hype they are having and all of that, because again, it doesn't matter what they are doing in their life and how much they have grown socially. It's your wedding and nothing is more important than that. Okay, so let's get started with the first question you need to ask an artist. So nowadays, because the kind of growth happening into the makeup industry, so mostly what happens that you see an artist and their work and you go crazy about their work and you of course go forward to book them. So most of the time recently I have seen in past 2-3 years, and this my clients have only told me their experience about this, and that's why I'm so aware about it. And that is that you book a makeup artist thinking that the artist will be doing your makeup, but on the day of your wedding you suddenly see that that artist is just applying an eyeliner or maybe a lipstick or just touching you for 2 minutes, and the rest of everything is done by their assistants or their students or whoever is assisting them on the project. Now you paid for the artist, right? Imagining that the artist will be doing the work, but actually it is not done. Now I understand that after a certain growth, artists have their team and things are done by them, but we also need to understand that just be clear. Okay, I'm not saying that this is wrong or this is right, but just be clear, because most of the times it feels like dhoka ho gaya kind of experience, that you think and you imagine, wow, that artist will be doing my makeup, and you imagine everything, and suddenly you see that the artist is not doing your makeup and you get disappointed. So just to save yourself from that disappointment, please ask who will be doing the makeup and for whom you are actually paying. And most of the times it's like I have also a few of my clients had such a very bad experience that they booked the artist, they said that they will be coming, and suddenly they take up so many bookings on the wedding day, and they just do some kind of excuse that I am stuck or this or that and I'm sending my student and all, and then you can't say anything because it's your wedding. Even if you fight, can you imagine on your wedding day when you actually should be really happy, you're fighting, and that fighting won't help, because if that artist don't show up, whom you will go for? Like, you can't book a bridal makeup artist just 1 hour ago, right, on the wedding day. So please make sure that please make sure that you don't end up having such experiences. This is happening a lot, by the way. I'm telling you, I'm warning you about this. So please ask this question. And if you ask me, like as an artist, what I do take up, if I'm doing bridal makeup at my studio, I take 3 bookings or maybe 4 if there is a morning wedding also happening, maybe. If the timing is not matching, maximum 3, and not more than that I easily handle. And if I'm traveling to venues, maximum 2 bookings I take, and that's the time commitment I personally give to my brides when I'm working for their look. So of course the payment is actually for that, the commitment which I'm giving you. So whatever it is. So this was point number 1. Now the point number 2 is whether the traveling expenses are included or not. Sometimes makeup artists end up demanding too much, by the way, let me tell you. They will, either tell that, send us a car, or maybe they will book a car too expensive, and they will maybe, whatever the charges are, they'll charge you double and all, and then you can't say anything, and then fighting again doesn't make any sense on your wedding day. Why will you indulge in small fights on your wedding day? So it's always better to ask them that whatever charge you are charging, if that person is about to travel to your venue, then please ask that, is this including conveyance charges or it excludes? Like in my case, I have my vehicle, so of course I travel with that, and I don't charge anything extra. And if somebody is coming down to my studio, so that's completely fine. There is no point of any travel expense and all that. But yes, please do ask this, because sometimes the payment of the conveyance is more like 3, 4 or 5,000, even if the distance is too long. Okay, so make sure that you actually ask that question. Now let's talk about the brand. What brands the artist will be using on your face. Definitely, see, for this, specifically for this point, I would also like to mention that there are times when people call me and they say, and I say that I do airbrush makeup and I have my own signature style of creating the base. People say that I have heard that airbrush is not good and all. Ask me, and you can check out my airbrush video. I'll link down that in the description box below. Watch that video, you'll get the entire clarity around airbrush makeup, whether you should go for it or not, and all of around it. But I can tell you, airbrush, see, anything, any product individually, it is not like good or bad or right or wrong. It's how you're using it. That also makes a difference. The way I use my product is totally different. It's my own style, and every artist has their own style of using product. For some products work, for some it doesn't work, and the factors can be anything. Okay, so don't just believe in whatever people are saying. Always ask the artist. You can ask the artist, okay, if you do airbrush, what do you feel? What do you feel, how it will be, and are you confident with it, and all of that normal stuff, normal questions you can ask. So that will give you the clarity which you're looking for. Let's talk about the fourth point, and that is lights. So if you are traveling to the studio of the artist, then it's totally fine, because every artist has lights, definitely setup of the lights. But if the artist is traveling to your place, make sure that you ask them that, will you be carrying the lights? Sometimes I have got this as from my brides and my clients who have got ready from other artists, and then they get in touch with me. I have a habit of asking them questions about their experiences, and one of them has shared, not one of, in fact many of them has shared, that they don't bring the lights, and then they blame on the hotel and on the bride that the makeup went wrong because your hotel room was not having enough light. Now that's a very amateur excuse, very unprofessional, because if you are a makeup artist and if you don't know the importance of light in makeup, I don't have anything else to say after that. So please make sure, yes, I know artists do carry lights, but just for your satisfaction and assurance, ask them that, will you be carrying your own lights? And if not, please arrange for it. You don't have to arrange for it, by the way, as a bride. Okay, it's not your responsibility. A makeup artist should have a light. Okay, so ask them whether you'll be bringing your light setup and all, not just for a check, just ask that question. Okay, and now let's talk about something which is very important, and which I make sure that I talk with my brides, and very, very, very important, and that is, ask for the artist that what pre-skincare and hair care you need to follow before the wedding day, or maybe 3-4 days earlier. Now there are very rare artists who indulge into this process of educating their brides about these things. If you talk about me, this is the topmost priority for me, because trust me, if your skin is not on point, even the right products will go wrong, and trust me on that, and take my words on that. Because if your skin is having some kind of maybe excessive dryness or some kind of too much of texture and all, see, I know in 2-3 days it can't be fixed, but there are a lot of ways where we can reduce the degree of unwanted experiences, and it really makes that makeup come out really well and set really well, and lot of other things. And please see that whether your artist is educating your clients or not. Now I have an offer for you over here. Okay, for example, if you are reaching out to me, there is no point of this further explanation, because I always educate my clients. Now, if of course I am not the one who will be doing all the bridal makeups throughout the world, so what you will be doing, you can simply ask the artist that what hair preparations you need to follow so that the hairstyle actually looks on point. Now there are sometimes when, you know, artists don't, of course they don't guide the brides around these things. Brides go for too much of hair conditioner and everything, and then the curls they don't stay in place, they open up, and the artist says that, you know, your hair is very silky, the curls are not staying. My point is that, you know, just like a doctor, if a doctor starts making excuses that, you know, because of this your disease have spreaded, because of this you're not getting well, will that sound cool for what you're paying for then, you know? So make sure that you know, that bahanas should not actually actualize, and ask that artist. And if that artist is not sharing with you, then you have the, you know, more power to say that I asked you, you didn't share the tips and tricks, now you're saying that this is wrong, this is wrong. What do I do? I'm a bride, I'm not an expert, how will I know, right? You will have that charge to charge him. So anyways, again, I don't want to go into all that because it's your wedding. Who will indulge into such unwanted things and conversations and arguments? So please make sure that you ask it, and if you don't get anything anywhere, I am there. This, you know, bridal empowerment series, the playlist is there for you, and I'll be creating a lot of bridal, pre-bridal you know, things here in the videos, so you can definitely subscribe to the channel, so that you, even if your makeup artist is not answering you and suggesting you, I'm there for you. Always remember that. So you can always ask me. And I also have a bridal coaching program with me where I guide everything top to bottom to the bride. And trust me, you know, being a bride, you have tons of questions, whether it is related to the outfits, whether it is related to makeup, skincare, what kind of facial treatments you should go for, maybe what kind of lingerie to buy, what kind of, you know, your emotional up downs are also there, how to handle that, how to you know, deal with your in-laws, how to deal with your fiance, what to do, what not to do, sex education as well. So there is so much, you know, you need education around all of this, and most of the time brides don't know whom to go for, but they get so much of free advice from outside, which most of it is of no use to you, because you as a person are unique, and these advices which you get, the free ka gyan, is shared by people based on their experiences, which doesn't guarantee that will work for you as well. You know, same formula doesn't work for different people, right? So I hope you understand. So if you are interested for that, you can check down the description box below. There I have given the links of everything, and you can check out the link and what are the packages and everything. I don't want to talk right now about it because the video will be too long, so you can go ahead and check out that. Now next point is definitely how much time that artist will take to get you ready. Now most of the times, if you ask me, I have done bridals in 1.5 hours also, I have done bridals in 3 hours also, I have taken 4 hours also. It depends on the kind of look I'm creating. It also depends how much disturbance is happening in between. If I'm going on venue, sometimes, you know, the relatives take the bride for some rituals and also it can't be fixed for sure. But you can always ask the artist how much time they will take, and always consider half an hour extra with whatever the time the you know, the artist has said. Maybe the artist is late, maybe the artist find some certain difficulty with maybe the plug points, you know, using the instruments. No, you never know what you know, it आधा घंटा तो ऐसे ही बीत जाता है just for handling things. Or maybe you are running late on your functions, which is always there with the bridal and the wedding things. Okay, so always take half an hour at least extra, just add it with whatever time the artist has suggested you to get ready, so that you know, your relatives don't haunt you with, you know, jaldi karo, and you know, getting late, the barat is there and you're not ready and all that stuff, you know, because sometimes these behaviors really make the bride, ऐसी भी bride इतनी nervous होती है, and with these experiences वो पूरे anxiety attacks आने लग जाते हैं, वो एकदम nervous हो जाती है, चेहरे से smile खो जाती है, and फिर pictures भी खराब आते हैं. So please make sure that you don't go through all these experiences. Now let's talk about the last question. And I know there will be a lot of other questions also, and let me know if you think that a bride should ask a makeup artist. If you're already married and you had some experience, then let me know. I would like to include that in my next videos, because why not? Let's create awareness together. Okay, so last but definitely not the least, this point is very important. Now this is something which I experienced live. Okay, so there was a hotel where I went for a bride's makeup, okay, and there was another wedding also happening in the same hotel, and some other artist of course went for that bride's makeup. Now what happened, I did my bride thing and all. Now what I came to know, that that bride is not happy with the look and she was about to cry. Reason, she booked a makeup artist who was very well known. So what the makeup artist did, makeup artist came and did her makeup and he went away. Okay, now after some time the hairstylist came, he did the hairstyle and he went. Now after some time the draper came, okay, the drape artist, and he draped and he went. Now no, any of these three were not present with each other and shared the common time, but the makeup, hair and draping, all the three were not syncing together. The hair was done very badly, like it was flat, and the face was round of that bride and the hair was flat. You can imagine how old she must be looking with that hairstyle. Now the makeup was also not blended, the lipstick was, the shape was not done perfectly. One side it was very rough and one side it was not, being a makeup artist, now what happened, how do I know about this? So while I was entering the hotel, now few relatives of this second bride saw me, that I was taking my vanity and I was doing makeup for some other makeup bride, so they knew about it. So while I was leaving, that time they caught me and they requested that, can you please fix this, this is the scenario. And you know what, I have seen people acting professional, but they actually don't. Professional is not about showing off attitude. Professionalism is about knowing what to do at that point of time and what will actually fix things, no matter who you are and no matter what your experiences are and whatever it is. Okay, so I said a yes. I was like, see, and I went and see the situation. I was like, okay. I was literally shocked with the work and the kind of, it was looking like a basic party makeup. It was not a bridal makeup for sure. The imperfections were popping out, there was no concealing done properly. So I told them upfront that, see, if I want to fix it my way, like completely, I have to redo everything, which is again not possible. The only thing I can help you with is, I just corrected the lip shape, I just blended little bit up, added some color on the eyes, and the liner was again not even, so I just evened out that, and I little bit changed because so much of hairspray was already used that it was not possible for me to redo it because the hairspray was very hard. So I just did little bit here and there just to make it little better, okay, whatever it was earlier. So I did that, and I can't tell you, the bride was, I can see the smile on bride's face, and she was like, अगर उसका बस चलता तो मुझे literally गोदी ही उठा लेती उस दिन, मतलब ऐसा situation था. And she was like, how can someone actually do this? And trust me guys, that's the connection I have built with my clients and my brides. And if you are one of my brides who are watching this video, you know very well what I'm talking about because you have experienced that with me. And I felt very good after that I saved someone's biggest day's experience. Not completely, of course, because it would have taken a lot of more time and I have to redo the entire thing, but yes, at least it was better than what it was before because nothing was syncing together, right? So always ask the artist that who will be doing. See, it's obvious that every makeup artist is not entitled to do everything, okay, but they should come as a team and they should work as a team so that the artist will tell, if I am also working on multiple brides, I always tell what kind of hairstyle will go with the look because that's my imagination which I'm putting into the bride, right, designing the look and all. How if I'm not present there, how an artist will suddenly come and suddenly do. And please, every hairstylist is not like very educated and all that stuff, okay? So please make sure that they come as a team and they work as a team, not like one going, one coming, there is no connection at all, and you end up looking looking like a mixed puzzle. So these are the questions. Please ask your artist. You are paying for it. It's your wedding day. Don't hesitate. No matter how big the artist is, you are paying, right? Remember that. I have seen some brides, they are very shy and they feel like, oh my god, the artist is so big, how can I ask? And even sometimes the artists, they don't entertain well. They will, just certainly give away the call to manager and they don't talk and all. Please, if you are not feeling connected to the artist, I really don't know how you'll work. And sometimes the artists are fine that even they don't talk, they'll deliver you the nice results. But again, please follow these questions. So do let me know in the comment section below if you have further any questions. This was all about this video. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel for more such videos and tips and tricks related to brides and other stuffs as well. Do check out my other playlist as well, where I share a lot of other content related to fashion, lifestyle, empowerment, beauty, makeup and all of that stuff. And at the same time, you can follow me on my Instagram handle. So this is my Instagram handle where I share a lot of my personal bridal makeup work pictures and related to courses, the self makeup which I teach. By the way, if you're getting married, enrolling yourself for any kind of self makeup workshop is a gift. You will realize, because when you'll start getting ready on a daily basis after marriage, you will feel very liberated and you will enjoy that getting ready process, not like, oh my god, I don't know this, I don't know that. So yeah, that is also a great idea. I'll drop the link in the description box below. If you are planning to do the course with me, then you can definitely check out that. And yeah, this is all about this video. And let me know any suggestions which you have for this, especially for this bridal makeup series. What would you like to know about and what questions you have, so that I can make videos around it. I have tons of content ideas, but sometimes having too much content ideas also end up into confusion, because you can't figure out which video you have to post right now and which video people are waiting for. So please help me out with that, so that I can deliver that video which you are looking for. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, stay happy, stay beautiful.